Hello. I've been decorating, as you can see. I tied some bananas on a rope. I'm gonna eat those after this video, but I wanted a little something interesting in the background. You know, it's like that one painting with the art piece with a banana taped to a wall or something. You ever seen that? Anyways, I played and beat Monster Hunter Wilds. Actually, I beat it a little bit ago now, and I've been going back and forth on talking about it because I see so much aggressiveness, let's say, around this game. You know, every time I see someone criticizing it, they're just flooded with people attacking them for how dare you criticize a video game, you know? And that honestly pisses me off a lot. I think we don't have enough good faith, you know, just civil discussions around video games. It's a video game. It's a video game. Can we not just talk? You know, why do we have to attack each other? And so I've decided that I'm gonna come out and give my thoughts on the game because I agree with a lot of the criticisms, and I'm not gonna sit here and be quiet about it when it's one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I don't want these things to continue. So let's talk about it. Now, if you're clicking on this video to hate on me, you know, to get all mad because I'm criticizing the game that I enjoyed overall. Yes, I had a ton of fun with Monster Hunter Wilds, okay? Fuck you, and go ahead. Fuck you. All right, gloves off. Anyone who's attacking people for just trying to like have a discussion about a video game, bro, people's opinions differ, dude. I get it if they're coming at it from an angle like, oh, I hate this thing, I'm just gonna hate on it senselessly, whatever. But if they're just trying to voice some concerns and you're attacking them, fuck you, you're low IQ and you're a bitch. Gloves off. Hold up. Yeah. Gloves off. Yeah. Was it worth going out there to grab that glove? Probably not, but listen, we're visualizing these things, okay? Let's just get into these criticisms. Starting with the biggest one, the performance. I have a 3080 Ti. You know, I'm not expecting the best running game in the world. You know, I don't have top of the line heart rate. It's still very good. You know, it's above average. But when you're going from 25 FPS to 55 to 20, you know, then we have some problems. Then it's a problem with optimization and not my hardware, okay? You know, it's crazy. I've seen so many times in comment sections, oh, you know, maybe if you just didn't try to play it on a 1060, you know? No, bro. Watch the Digital Foundry video. It runs poorly on a 4090, poorly relative to the hardware it's on. It's unacceptable. And, you know, maybe if the graphics were super amazing, you know, then I'm like, okay, I understand. The graphics are good enough. I wouldn't complain about the graphics, but they're not good enough to be running like this. They're just not, okay? Stop making excuses for companies putting shit out like this that runs like complete ass. And if that was my only big criticism for this game, I'd be able to look past it somewhat. I'd still have to criticize it, but I'd be able to look past it. There's another really big one for me. I think I've mentioned this before. I play all my games on like very hard or hard. You know, one of the biggest things for me with video games is the challenge. And There is none. I'm sorry. Gonna compose myself. No, I'm not, because this is passion, okay? I was killing all these monsters so fast. It was rare for one to hit 10 minutes. I think Ray Dow hit 10 minutes. That was the first one that hit 10 minutes. And in high rank, 15 minutes was crazy. I know people say, okay, yeah, well, base Monster Hunter has never been hard, you know? You have to wait till the updates or whatever. Nergigante. These weren't super hard bosses where you're like, oh my God, how am I ever gonna overcome this? No, but there were points in the game where they were gear checks, you know? Throughout this entire game, there wasn't a single monster where I said, okay, I'm gonna go get some armor, I have to. And that completely kills the gear system for me until the end game, because there's no reason for me to go out and like, why wouldn't I just go and kill the next monster and the next monster and keep going until I can't anymore, then get some gear, then do it, and then once I'm in the end game, then I'll grind for stuff. There was no reason to. I was killing all of them super fast. You know, I enjoyed the wound system. I really loved Wire Bugs and Rise, but for a main game, I'd like to keep it more grounded. So I think the wound system really adds that extra layer that's needed, and it does it well. But when I'm killing monsters as fast as I am, and then I go to hit a wound and they just sit down and just let me hit them, that was genuinely pissing me off. That was tilting me because it was already so easy. And then the monsters, just for no reason, when you hit a wound, they're just like, yeah, let me take a seat here and wait for you to be done. No, bitch, get up and kill me, please. I'm seeing a lot of people say, along with the base game is never hard, they're saying, oh, it's just legacy skill. It's because you're good at the game now. I'm not that great at Monster Hunter, okay? I've played, like, all the games combined, I've probably played over 200 hours total. That's not good enough to be walking through everyone like this and doing it as fast as I am, because the monsters just don't have enough health. Simple. And I think that's a big reason why the game is too easy, is because none of the fights drag on enough for you to faint 3 times, you know? The most I fainted in in a quest was twice. That was the final quest in high rank, and I had 3 pieces of low rank gear on and a rarity 6 or 5 weapon. That's simply not hard enough. And what really pisses me off even more about this is they have a sort of easy mode system with support hunters. It reminds me of Elden Ring summons. You shoot out an SOS flare. If real players don't join, bots join. Just struggle through it until you learn, you know? I know it's there's a steep learning curve with this game for some people, but I mean, don't make the entire rest of the game this easy and not ruin, but lessen veteran experiences, you know? I know that more challenges are gonna come and Master Rank's gonna come with the DLC and whatever, but way too many people are saying that as if it's some excuse or it lets them off the hook. It doesn't. This is the base game. This is what you pay $70 for. This is what you get on release. Do better, bro. You know, I fought all the tempered versions of the hardest monsters, whatever. Nothing was all that hard. So it's unfortunate, and it's something that doesn't completely ruin my experience because I know harder monsters are to come. You know, Mitsuzune is coming in April, plus a new tier of monster is coming, I believe. So we'll have to wait to see. Maybe that will bring the challenge, but put that stuff in on release, man. Put it in on release. Next, we're going to talk about the story. Now, I'm gonna come out and say right now, if I hate the story in a game, or I hate that a game has a story, I don't expect that game to not have a story. Because I know that I'm not a big fan of stories in general, you know? But other people are. And I've seen a lot of people enjoy this game's story, and I'm happy for them. All that I will ask is, for the love of God, don't put trailing missions in the game. This isn't Assassin's Creed 1 or 2. Don't put trailing missions in the game. It completely kills the pace, and it just makes me want to rip my skin off! I'm sorry. This is a little bit passionate. I'll have to put a warning at the beginning of the video. I didn't enjoy the story. I didn't enjoy the dialogue. I didn't enjoy the characters, especially Nata, bro. When that cutscene hit with Ray Dow and he like, oh, give me your weapon, I'll go fight him. You stupid ass kid. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Annoying me. Like, look, people enjoyed the whole, the guild authorizes you to hunt, whatever. I'm genuinely happy that people got enjoyment out of that. I wish I did. But when I was playing it, it just felt I don't care. Just let me fight the monster. I also like feeling like I'm one of many monster hunters, you know. We're all out hunting these monsters. I don't like the whole anime main character energy it brought. But it didn't really affect my experience all that much. The main thing that affected me was those trailing missions. Get it out of here, bro. No more of that. But I will say, way better than Rampages and Rise. That's what got me to quit the game for the first time. And way better than those Discovery missions in World, okay? So I'll give it that. But seriously, just take that out. Okay, those are my main criticisms of the game. Those are the main things I didn't like about it. But I'm gonna throw out a few things out there, okay? Just hear me out. To me, it's partially due to the difficulty, but it no longer really feels like I'm hunting a big monster that I have no business hunting. You know, it felt like I was bullying the monsters a lot. And honestly, the streamlining, it's getting too streamlined. I don't like that you can autopilot your secret. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like that you can do that, because if it's in the game, I'm gonna use it, okay? But I'd rather have it not in the game. It feels like they're asking less of the player as time goes on. I don't like optimized healing. I like having to make that choice. I don't even like the radio menu, but I'm not gonna ask for that one to be removed, okay? I know that's a little ridiculous, and it's probably just nostalgia, but I really don't like the optimized healing. Make me make that choice. It's not a big choice, it's not a hard choice, but it adds something. The wounds system gives you way too many materials. In low rank, I was able to make almost an entire set off of killing a monster once. Calm down with that. Monster Hunter, a big part of it is grinding, so make the player grind. I know it might be a little bit crazy, I know. Not much endgame content, but to be fair, that's kind of the Monster Hunter experience on release. I think that's about it. Let me talk about some positives, okay? The gameplay, super fluid and fun. Something I don't see people talk about a lot. I think it's because it's kind of like how people talk about audio design. You know, they're like, good audio design, you don't notice. They really make each weapon feel viable, like make it feel like a good choice, each one of them. So I just wanted to say that. Shout out the Monster Hunter team for that one, okay? Anyway, yeah, the gameplay is super fun. The areas are the best in the series. I wish there was a little more to them, something more fantastical maybe. That last area is pretty fantastical, but it's not all that fantastic. The whole area kind of feels the same to me, so I wish they did a little more with it, but still probably the best areas in the series. No gathering hub is annoying, just have to say that, but I think they're adding it in the next update. I like how seamless it is to go out and hunt monsters, you know. I like that they made it easier to spot gold crown monsters, so so maybe I'll actually be able to 100% a Monster Hunter game now. Overall, it feels like they improved so much, and really, if it weren't for the performance and the difficulty, I would come out here and say this is the best base game Monster Hunter ever. But those two things are big, and honestly, both can be fixed. It's just I don't think difficulty will be. You know, performance, obviously they'll have patches, whatever, but I think they're gonna stick with this easy type of Monster Hunter game, and that really sucks to me because now what, I have to wait for title updates and a DLC to get the challenge, that like even a little bit of challenge, you know, that really sucks to me. But I think they will add challenging monsters from now on, at least I hope. And if they do fix the challenge and improve the performance, I think it has a good chance of ending up as the best Monster Hunter game of all time. So I'm trying to be optimistic about it, but I worry about the casualization of the game, you know. And I'm really not sitting here as some like veteran, or I'm an OG, or I need a Souls-like challenge. No, all I'm asking for is just to make me upgrade my armor, make me get better, make me fear for my life, you know. I want to be diving and like heart pumping, all of that, and the only way to get that in the base game is by going in with base armor against tempered Arkfeld, you know. So anyways, I really wanted to get something out there about this game and just in general, because I've gone on another long streak of not uploading. You know, I just want to say right now, this is going to be the worst video I put out for the rest of my life. This is going to be the worst video I put out for the rest of my life, because, you know, I'm doing this on a whim. I wanted to talk about the game, so yeah, I'm going to try to make the best video I can out of this. But ever since my first video, I've been thinking so much about YouTube, you know. I've been thinking so much about this channel, what I can do with it. Inspiration can be hard to come by, you know, and I refuse to just make a video that I don't want to make. You know, I would sit here and really think about what I could do, what video I can make, but I'm not gonna put out anything I'm not proud of, or I'm not gonna put out a video for putting out a video's sake, you know. So last night I sat here and I brainstormed, and I took out a notebook and I just wrote down any idea I could think of, and I came up with a ton of stuff that I liked. I came up with a bunch of ideas, some easier, some like medium, some hard. And so my plan from now on is I want to try to get one harder, like more time-consuming video out every month. But in between each one of those, I'm going to try to put out like maybe one video a week of easier ideas that I can actually put out in a week, you know? So that's my plan going forward. I came up with a bunch of ideas. Hopefully I can execute them well enough to upload them. You know, I've actually filmed multiple videos that I ended up not liking, and so I didn't upload. That's why I haven't uploaded, is because I've scrapped many of things. But I think I've set myself up pretty well here. I guess we'll see if I actually did or not. But in the meantime, I want to let you know about something. A secret I've been keeping. No, I haven't been keeping anything. I made another channel. I know, 3 videos in. What is this guy doing? I didn't want to put gameplay videos on this channel, but I wanted to put one out because I was having like a creative drought, and I still wanted to do something. So I made another channel. It's called Berserk. I'll leave it in the description if you want to check it out, or the end cards, whatever. I made one video on there. This is still my priority, this channel. But those gameplay videos are much easier to make, and I don't need creative inspiration for them. So I might use that channel to put some gameplay videos up every once in a while. If you want to check it out, it's there. If not, that's totally cool, because I can only have one channel that I'm really focused on, and that's this one. That one's, I guess, like a secondary variety whatever channel. But this, I want to focus on putting out stuff I'm proud of, stuff that I think is quality, stuff that I want to make. So, man, this is really incoherent, and I can't think of what to say, so I'm going to end this video now. Goodbye. Oh, and thank you to everyone again.